The cameras rolled, the lights flashed, and the world watched every smile, every gesture, every carefully crafted moment at the 2025 Weibo TV and Internet Video Summit. But what the public didn't see, the clip that was quietly deleted, revealed something far more intimate, far more shocking than any staged encounter. A hidden exchange between Dylan Wang and Shen Yue. A moment that Weibo tried to erase. In the first minute, Dylan Wang sits on stage, poised, exuding the calm confidence fans have adored for years. Across the hall, Shen Yue's presence is just as magnetic, her eyes scanning the room with the gentle grace she's always carried. At first glance, it looks like another ordinary evening of awards, applause, and celebrity polish. But then it happens. A subtle glance, one that lasts just a fraction longer than it should. A flicker of recognition in their eyes. A moment of hesitation that the cameras weren't meant to capture. And then, just as quickly, it's gone. Edited out. Deleted. Vanished from the feeds, leaving only speculation in its wake. But insiders, staff, and a few hidden phones caught the unguarded truth. Dylan Wang leaned slightly, just enough to tilt his head toward Shen Yue. His expression unreadable but undeniably charged. Shen Yue noticed immediately, her lips pressing together as if to hold back a flood of emotions. Her hands trembled slightly, unnoticed by the audience, as she adjusted the folds of her gown. This wasn't acting. This wasn't a rehearsed moment. This was real. The hidden footage starts moments before the final award was announced. The energy backstage was frantic. Crew members rushing, lights being adjusted, hosts reading their lines one last time. And yet, through the chaos, Dylan found a fleeting second to look toward Shen Yue. No words were exchanged. The silence between them spoke volumes. Fans watching the deleted clip later noted the intensity in their eyes, the subtle body language that screamed years of unspoken history. Shen Yue's gaze softened, a fleeting smile brushing her lips, almost imperceptible. It was a smile that said everything she couldn't say in public. A smile that reflected shared memories, private jokes, and moments only they had ever understood. And Dylan's response? A quiet, almost imperceptible nod, acknowledging the bond that had never truly broken. The cameras missed it, the live stream ignored it, and yet the world would eventually feel the ripples of that silent exchange. As the ceremony moved forward, Dylan's attention flicked repeatedly toward her. To the casual observer, it looked like polite interest. But those who studied the deleted clip frame by frame could see the tension, the push and pull of emotions held back for decades of fame, rumor, and expectation. Shen Yue, aware of his gaze, tried to focus on her own responsibilities. But the subtle quickening of her breath, the slight narrowing of her eyes, betrayed the storm beneath her composed exterior. It was a reminder to anyone watching that some moments cannot be scripted. Some emotions cannot be contained. And some connections refuse to be erased, even by algorithms, even by deleted clips. The turning point of the hidden footage came moments before the event's final group photo. Dylan and Shen Yue were seated near each other, though not side by side. But the distance between them, carefully calculated for appearances, could not hide the underlying chemistry. Dylan's hand twitched subtly, almost as if he wanted to reach out. Shen Yue caught the movement, her eyes widening slightly. For a heartbeat, they shared a look that was charged, fleeting, and electric. Then, almost imperceptibly, Dylan's assistant nudged him, pulling him back into the flow of formalities. Shen Yue's lips pressed into a thin line, and she looked away, glancing down at her hands. But that single unguarded moment, captured in the deleted clip, would later leave fans reeling. For the first time in years, the world glimpsed the emotional truth between two stars who had long hidden their feelings. Backstage, whispers began to circulate among staff and photographers. "There was something there," one crew member murmured. "No, it wasn't part of the script," another replied. But their words were drowned by the noise of applause and the excitement of awards being announced. Only the deleted clip preserved the authenticity. And while Weibo worked diligently to remove it from the public eye, fragments survived, shared by insiders, circulated through private circles, and ultimately leaked to the internet. Fans analyzed every second. The subtle lean of Dylan's shoulder toward Shen Yue. The flicker of a smile on her lips. The way their eyes met and held, speaking a language no subtitles could ever translate. It was heartbreaking, magnetic, and intoxicating all at once. The aftermath of the deleted footage was immediate. Social media erupted in speculation. Some argued it was an accidental glance. Others insisted it was undeniable proof of lingering feelings. Fan accounts combed through every second, every frame, comparing it to past interactions, past interviews, and past events. Some noticed that Dylan's wristwatch had been the one Shen Yue had gifted him years ago. Others speculated that the way she adjusted her necklace was a subtle acknowledgement. Every small detail became fuel for the online firestorm. And while both stars maintained their public composure, the intensity of that private moment lingered in every post, every glance, and every fan theory. What made the deleted clip even more shocking wasn't just the eye contact. It was the way Dylan's expression shifted when Shen Yue looked away. He blinked slowly. A hint of sadness, a shadow of longing, and perhaps even regret passed across his face. And Shen Yue, glancing briefly toward him, seemed to shrink within herself, torn between the desire to respond and the need to maintain composure. It was a silent dance of emotion, one that no script could capture, no director could stage, and no PR team could sanitize. After the summit, insiders revealed that Dylan had lingered near the exit, watching Shen Yue leave. She walked with her head slightly lowered, a quiet elegance masking the torrent of feelings she carried. No words were exchanged, no gestures made, but the intensity in their eyes told the story more clearly than any public statement ever could. Fans later speculated about what was unsaid. Was there a confession hidden in that deleted footage? A memory reignited? A goodbye that never truly happened? No one knew for certain. And perhaps that was the point. Weeks later, both Dylan and Shen Yue returned to their respective projects. Yet, the deleted clip continued to haunt fans. The leaked fragments were stitched together, analyzed, and replayed countless times. Every subtle smile, every glance, every breath became evidence of a story the public wasn't supposed to see. Some journalists speculated that the footage had been intentionally erased to prevent scandal. Others claimed it was simply a technical error. But fans, armed with a keen eye, knew better. Because in those brief seconds, Dylan Wang and Shen Yue revealed a truth that no algorithm could erase. Love, even when hidden, leaves a mark. The deleted clip also prompted subtle changes in their public appearances. Dylan, usually exuberant and playful, became quieter, more introspective. Shen Yue, known for her soft smiles and radiant presence, carried a delicate grace tinged with nostalgia. Every fan interaction, every post, and every interview seemed to carry an unspoken question.